Before the British came, India was one of the richest civilizations on Earth. By the time they left, it was broken, starving, and looted beyond repair. This was not just colonization. This was extraction on an industrial scale. And it happened not centuries ago, but in your grandparents' lifetime. In the early 1700s, India wasn't a third-world colony. It was one of the largest economies in the world, producing 25% of global GDP. India was famous for its textiles, spices, gems, steel, and shipbuilding. Cities like Bengal, Surat, and Delhi were global trade hubs. Its knowledge systems, Ayurveda, astronomy, mathematics, were centuries ahead. But that prosperity made it a target. The British didn't arrive with armies. They came as merchants, the East India Company. But behind the trade was a plan. Divide local kingdoms, arm one side, betray the other, then tax them all. They fought Indians with Indian soldiers, funded war through Indian wealth, and slowly, piece by piece, took control. Between 1765 and 1938, $45 trillion was extracted from India. That's more than the entire British Empire's annual GDP today. How? Through unjust taxes, forced trade, resource extraction, and worst of all, loot disguised as law. The drain of wealth theory, proposed by Dadabhai Naoroji, revealed how Britain bought Indian goods with Indian tax money, used India's surplus to fund their global empire, made sure India imported British goods it once mastered. India's world-famous textiles were systematically destroyed. British mills couldn't compete with Indian handlers, so they banned them. Weavers had thumbs cut off. Cotton was exported raw to Britain, then sold back to Indians at higher prices. The once mighty city of Dhaka reduced to silence. Between 1770 and 1943, India suffered recurring famines, many man-made. Grain was exported while Indians starved. During the Bengal famine of 1943, 3 million people died. Churchill said, "It's their fault for breeding like rabbits." Food was stockpiled for British soldiers. Indians were told to starve for the war effort. But India didn't stay silent. The 1857 revolt, the first war of independence, shook the British core. Brutal retaliation followed. Entire villages were razed. Yet the fire of resistance only grew. From Bhagat Singh to Rani Laxmibai, Subhash Chandra Bose to Mahatma Gandhi, India's soul refused to die. But even as they resisted, the British worked to erase their legacy in textbooks and memory. The loot wasn't just economic. British scholars mocked Indian knowledge systems. Ancient scripts were mistranslated or hidden. Temples and heritage sites were stripped of idols and gold. British museums today are filled with stolen Indian artifacts. Your past sits behind glass in London. In 1947, India became free. But what was left behind? A starving, fractured, traumatized nation with stolen wealth, ruined industries, and centuries of silence. The British called it civilizing India. But the truth is written in ruins, graves, and missing gold. Don't let history be written by those who looted it. If this story moved you, share it. Let the world know what colonization truly meant. Like, comment, subscribe, because the more we expose, the less they can erase.